This week we're going to talk about boots. Not exactly a riveting and interesting subject, but there are a few things that you might like to know about. Something you don't know of, well, here we go. First of all, you place them on your feet, and when you do go into the shop, it is advisable to wear a good pair of socks. Unlike me, who is barefooted, I do like to go au naturel. A good, thick, squidgy pair of socks means that even an uncomfortable boot with a few sort of stitches and lumps in it will in fact feel comfy. And that's what you want, comfort. And there are other pointers. But first of all, shall we go through the list of different types? We start with the big fellas up at the top, which are big motocross enduro styles. And you can get them with smooth soles or even lumpy soles. You'd wear them obviously on your Transalp and perhaps an off-road trail bike. Then you've got your ankle boots. Nowadays, even done with a waterproof liner. There's an improvement for the 2001 version. Then you've got, of course, your regular touring boot, often with waterproof liners, and nowadays with extra protection on the ankles. You've got your sports boots. Nowadays they're getting really technical. They're even having plastic mouldings, torsion control system, ever so clever. You've got your little sort of ladies or kiddies motocross style boot to accommodate everybody, and you've got your regular cruiser style. That's the ones that the custom rider might wear, look like cowboy boots, but are proper motorcycle boots. We've even got nowadays, would you believe it, a boot that looks like a leather one, but is in fact rubberized plastic moulding, so it's 100% waterproof and cheap. As you can see, there are absolutely loads of different styles of boots, but what is important, what do you look out for when you're buying a pair? Once you've decided obviously the right type of boot for your bike, obviously in the case of this, a sports bike would suit a sports boot. This case, it's unique because it's got what they call torsion control system. Unique in respect that's the first and only CE approved boot, approved safety standard boot. But you still get all the other features you want. If it's got a toe slider on your sports boot that you're buying, ask them, have they got replacement versions? Can they put another pair on at a later date when you scratch them or you throw them away? Because they're no good if you can't put replacement ones, and ask them how much they are, because some of them can be very expensive. If you're perhaps a touring bike rider or something like that on a very basic machine, you go to work every day, you want a nice simple boot. The previous boot was 150 quid. This is virtually half the price, just over £70. And it's waterproof. They do come nowadays with waterproof liners. And I wouldn't like to say they were guaranteed 100%, but they're pretty good for a few hours worth of riding, even when they're low cost such as them. What if you're a custom bike rider and you don't want fancy bike boots, you want something sort of multi-purpose use? A cowboy boot like that, well, a regular cowboy boot would normally have a smooth sole, perhaps a leather sole. These have got a proper grippy sole. They're even resistant to oils and petrols and so on and so forth, so they last a long time, and they can be rehealed. It's a good idea. And they start around £90 and upwards depending on the boot you choose. There's a few pointers that I've got to mention. If it has got a waterproof liner, make sure it's of a good brand. There are hundreds of different read the label. It'll tell you whether it's waterproof and breathable. You do want them breathable. As I said at the beginning of the piece, nice pair of squidgy socks makes the boot comfortable. Check your size. Make sure they're the right size. Nice and tight and firm around your ankle. Very important, because that's how you gain the safety. Not just got to look good, it's got to serve a purpose. And as I said, and I always say, you only get what you pay for.